How's it going, everybody? Nikki D here, coming at you live, man, yet again. And today we're going to be looking at the FEELD dating app, full review, all that fun stuff. Stick around. You don't want to miss this one. All right, yeah. So what up? Here we go. We're doing the standing desk standing today because this is you might want to be lying down for this one because this one's interesting. So yeah, without any further ado, man, let's get into it. So I did a live stream on this dating app. Man, I don't even know 2 weeks ago, probably give or take, and I've just kind of been lazy on it. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we're gonna go through in this video the usual. So we're gonna talk about the account setup, all the matching, search preferences, the subscription model, the features, all that fun stuff about paying, because you'll have to do that on a dating app, and just the extras that the app has to offer. So yeah, again, without any further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, with this with FEELD, there is no website, or there is a website, sorry, but there is no web portal. You can't log in, you can't make an account, you can't do anything with the web except look at their site and download the app. It's iOS and Android, so I went on iOS to download it and install it. Account setup pretty standard, with some extra things and something that I thought was pretty cool. So I'll give credit where credit is due. We'll get to that in a moment. There are many sexes and many options of what to look for, and by those I mean a lot. You have an incredibly good amount of options. So if you're into that kind of thing, that is excellent. This app is a lot more of like kinks. You can look for threesome options, like two guys and a girl, etc. So yeah, you can look for a lot of options, and you have a lot to work with there. So this is kind of what the app is more known for, rather than just straight in a relationship, like a one-on-one relationship. Unfortunately, looking for straight was like way at the bottom, so apparently it's not. It's probably not the hottest topic on the app, but that's what I picked. Yeah, so you get some photo tool tips when you go to put your photos up, which is great. I always like that they do that it should be done. And they give you some arbitrary number, apparently, that you get 5 times the likes with clear photos, which I thought was just stupid. Don't ever put that number in there because it doesn't mean anything. And all you're doing is giving like false hope, I think, to people. Because they're like, hey, if you put a good picture up, you'll get 5 times the likes that you're going to get, which is, again, it's completely false. There's nothing to prove that. You could say, by the way, that your profile would look better with better photos, sure, but don't put a number out there, because they can't back it up. You can pair a profile. Now, I'd like to just kind of elaborate on that a little bit. Say you can pair up a profile, so you can actually, if you have like a partner, you can pair it up. Now, I looked at that, and I don't think it links to the profile, which is what I hoped it would have done. But I think it just says that you have a linked profile, like to another account, so someone knows that, like, they'll see that and that you're a couple, without having to like kind of do that. If they could go, they might be able to. But if you could click on that and go straight to the other profile and see who you're partnered with, that's fantastic. I actually like that, because if you're gonna advertise part of your app as like, hey, like, we're gonna offer, some threesomes, we're gonna offer that kind of thing, then that's fantastic, right? Because you can have your own account, your own interest on that account, and you can see who they are, right? Which is nice. A lot of times what they'll do to get around that, right, is they'll just make a profile for both of them. But one profile, and you'll have like all the pictures will just be 2 people. Yeah, it needs to try to allow notifications. I literally went through the setup, and it was basically trying to force me to allow notifications. I still had them disabled, so that's just a notch in the belt of something I don't like. And at the end, you get some safety guidelines, just a thing of text that you can just skip through. But again, nice to have it. So the matching is really basic. I can't exaggerate that more than enough. I would say probably more than half of the profiles had no bio written. They were just literally just their kinks. That's it. Like, just almost nothing. Your location isn't even shown. Like, it's not like, oh, this person's in Vancouver, I'm also in Vancouver. It'll just say like close by or something like that. You're not going to get us very specific. You can still put your search preferences on distance, but it's not going to tell you where they are. Apart from this as well, you're allowed to put a username in the account setup. So I think that's kind of the idea, is that it's kind of supposed to be a little bit more secretive if you want to meet up, right? So you'll see a lot of people that just have some really weird names. I actually talked to a person on there that had a weird name that wasn't like legitimately theirs. I also just put a fake name too, but I just put a legit name. I didn't put like, I don't even know. Like, I didn't put Google, was my username, but you could put a username, and that was the idea, that you can kind of be a little coy with it. Yeah, so they have their desires listed, but again, not much information. You can just tap the profile and it'll go through like their pictures, and that, there wasn't too much to it. Search preferences. So you get like you can put your max distance. Obviously, I think it's up to like 400 miles or kilometers away. You have an age range. For some reason though, it started out at 18 plus, which I thought was just. I always think that's awkward when it does that. And then you can change your location, and apparently for free, which I'm very surprised. Now, when you do that, it's going to come up in your profile that you're exploring, and then it'll be like insert city. So it actually will say that. So, for example, I went to, I would look through and it'll say, like, exploring Vancouver. So that means that that person probably isn't in Vancouver, or they're visiting Vancouver and they're changing their location for that. So I'm very shocked you're not paying for that. But, of course, there are paid search preferences, which we'll get to now. So you have the Majestic membership, as they call it. So you have a 30-day, 90-day, and 1 year. Of course, there's no 1 week trial. There's no 1 day. There's nothing of that, which is always, to me, a very unfortunate system. But the pricing, I don't think is bad. I think it's fair. So for 30 days, they have a sale on, by the way, apparently. So I'm going to give you the apparent sale price and then the after price as well. So I'll give you 2 numbers for each. So for 30 days, it's $14.99, or apparently $24.99 is regular. 90 days is $24.99, and then regular is $42.99. Now that's, again, for a 3-month membership. I believe that's for the entire 3 months. And for the 1 year, it's $73.90 or $124.99. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think those prices are even really that bad. The 90-day one, I'm not too crazy about. But, I mean, that's okay. I mean, same as the 1 year. But with the discount as well, if you just say, let's just say the discount was on, which is probably just some arbitrary discount that doesn't make any sense, the 30 days isn't actually that bad. $14.99 for a 30-day membership is pretty good. I'll actually give it that, because, like Bumble is outrageously expensive. So, again, this is a less known app than Bumble, so it does make sense that maybe the prices should be cheaper, but I was actually genuinely a little impressed with that. What you get with that, so you get, you can send some likes, you get like unlimited likes, all that, that's the usual. You get a free ping per day. We'll talk about that in a minute. You can filter by desires, so that's one of your search preferences that's paid. You can view recently active profiles. You can get incognito mode and private photos. Now, private photos, I actually really don't like private photos. I think that's one of the worst features you could ever put into a dating app. And I'll tell you why. You're there to show your profile, to advertise yourself, and to meet other people. You want to see what people look like. So private photos, to me, don't make any sense, unless they're going to be, like, overly sexualized, which I don't even agree with either. I don't think they should be on there. But let's just say, I don't know, you put a couple private photos up, whatever they were, whatever contents of those that are there. I've seen a lot of profiles that won't even have any public photos, and they're all private. And I don't really get the point. Now, someone commented one time and said because they were like Muslim or something and they wanted to hide their photos. But I don't know why you would join a dating app and just not actually show a photo of what you look like. If you have no photos, I won't even look at your profile because there's no point. I can't see who you are. I would even rather be catfished. At least there was a picture, So there's just really no point to that. So I don't know why they sell that. I always think that's a really bad idea. The ping is your super like. So that's when you make an account, you do get like 2 for free, but you can ping someone, and 1 is $1.99, 5 is $7.99, and 10 for $13.99. Personally, I think those are completely ridiculous. I think you should just get 1 free per day per free account, and then if you want to subscribe, you get like, I don't know, you get an extra like 5 a week or something. But you should be given at least like 1 a week or 1 a day for free as a free account. I don't like the fact of buying them. I don't think it makes there's any sense. Uplift is your boost. There's just one price, so $9.99 for 24 hours. Apparently, you get 7 to 15 times the matches, which, no one believes that number. So some extras. Deleting the account was super easy. That's always a good thing to mention. They have a magazine about the company, which I don't think anyone reads. There's experiences, which just looks to be events, and there was none available. So I put LOL beside that. And there's some kind of shop for journals, which I don't really understand. I don't think anyone's going to see that, but it was there, and I thought it was interesting. So I thought I'd talk about it. In final, on the reviews, I'm not going to read them, but I went up on the on the App Store and looked through them, and I'll give a quick summary of what they said. Basically, it was one review. Is the app apparently doesn't really work that well. A lot of people had issues with him. I'm not sure why. I went on SiteJabber, I believe, as well, and there was tons of complaints about the app just not working and giving issues. And it's just unfortunate to see because, normally it's like scam accounts or whatever, but if the app isn't even really working for a lot of people, then that's really a problem. And anyway, and I'll put it on screen, so you'll see the reviews there, probably to my left or right. And yeah, and it's unfortunate because that's exactly what it is. It's just deterring people from ever really wanting to use it, especially if people see that it's not even really working properly. So kind of overall notes and closing of the FEELD dating app, I didn't really like it. I think I actually had one match on there, ironically. This is weird. And we talked for a while, but she seemed really skeptical talking to me, and then she just ghosted anyway. And it's kind of to be expected anyway, right? But yeah, so I think I wasn't in the right dating app. I knew what it was once I got around and used it for a few days. But the first day I had that match, or second day, and I was like, all right, this is weird. And then I was like, all right, cool. Like, this isn't so much for straight people. It is, but not so much, right? Just a straight dude that just wants to, meet one girl and talk to her. Not ideal, which is rather unfortunate because you're just limiting who's going to use it with an already less known name. Now, I get the point that you want to make some kind of niche because more people would go to that, but I honestly just put a mode in Bumble and I think you'd do better. Or Hinge or something, where you can be like, hey, here's an option. Anyway, but it was okay. I mean, I didn't have any problems with the apps, or the app, sorry. I didn't really meet any fake accounts. There was a lot of sexualized pictures, though, so I don't think that was good. I don't think the features are really even worth it at all, personally. I would just use it for free. I would never pay for it. I mean, I don't know. If it was $6.99, I'd probably pay. I'd consider it. But, yeah, that's not enough for me. All right, well, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll be doing more dating apps. You know the drill. And, yeah, that's all I got to say, man. All right, take it easy. Peace. Thanks for watching, you pencil pushers. If you guys want to check out my Instagram here, I've just got it in the background. It's Nick Daniels Photography with an underscore in between each word where I post every day. That's a lie. Thanks for watching. Peace.